The Spire in Plymouth will be presenting the Three Musketeers over the next few weeks. It's a homecoming of sorts for Americana Theater Company owner Derek Martin, as the Plymouth native plays a role in this sword-fighting adventure. We stop by while they practice their swordplay.
The Three Musketeers is more than just a Snickers bar without peanuts and caramel. It's a classic 17th century tale by Dumas featuring plenty of swordplay. The Americana Theater Company is putting a bit of a 21st century twist on the script and bringing the show to the Spire in Plymouth.
I think everybody you would speak to would know the Three Musketeers, right? They may not have heard the full story, but they'll know that phrase, right? It is a play full of adventure, romance, humor. It's completely accessible. It's 3D fighting in your face, and it's going to be nothing but a great time. People will leave smiling, happy, and maybe more in love with somebody than before. I don't know.
And with good-looking men and beautiful women sword fighting on stage, what's not to fall in love with?
I think by selling this, literally doing fights, we have massive amounts of fights. It's an updated script. It's a great new script. It's hysterical. A lot of people don't realize, as much of an adventure as it is, it's a complete comedy. It's a comedy that everyone can love. And so I'm sure that people will just be leaving telling all their friends. It's fantastic, so much fun.
Since the show promised to be so action-packed, we thought we'd stop in while they practice their fight scenes.
It was really fun to prepare for the role because it was a lot of physical preparation to learn to sword fight. I did not know anything about sword fighting, and learning to sword fight totally fulfilled every childhood Treasure Island dream ever, so that was really cool. It's challenging. There's a whole new vocabulary that comes when you learn how to sword fight, so many new movements. It's rigorous, it's physically demanding, but it's super fun. I'm a dancer. I've been dancing for about 8 years, and sometimes in choreography, fight choreography rehearsal, it was really beneficial and it was great, and then sometimes it was horrible because you're a little bit more grounded when you're fighting with a sword, and you just have to start everything out really, really slow and then work up to a performance speed.
For the actors, the tightrope walk is making the fights look real and avoiding actually hurting each other.
The most difficult thing is making sure it's safe but still believable. You want to make sure you're targeting, you want to make sure that, if I'm cutting to your shoulder, I'm not missing and hitting you in the head or anything like that. So I want to be safe, but at the same time, I want the audience to believe, yeah, absolutely, I'm going at them like I'm going to cut their head off. That's real tough.
And this isn't just a local cast. The actors in this troupe hail from points all over the lower 48 states.
We have 18 actors in the cast, and they are from California, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia. They're from all over, and we're having a great time coming together to tell the story.
Representing Virginia, young Amelia Dobbs hopes her character leaves a lasting impression, not just on the young girls in the audience, but maybe the boys too.
I hope that little girls come and see Sabine and think, hey, I can do that, and I hope boys come and maybe fall a little bit in love with her, not because she's pretty, but because she's very strong and she's very passionate.
Opening night for the Three Musketeers is Thursday, July 9th. It will then run Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the next 3 weekends. At the Spire, I'm Brian Sullivan, PACTV Community News.
Lots of work. I remember seeing as a kid the movie The Three Musketeers, but this is live on stage.
Right.
Lots of work to get this done.
Oh, it should be great. And the choreography for sword fighting must be so hard compared to dance.
Yeah.
You don't want to hurt anybody. Doctor's orders will take us to the Cordage Park and BID's Spine Care Center.